Shit, man, that's a
Started porno a little while ago.
Like Collins, yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, there's good money in that.
Okay, thank you guys for coming out to 295 South. We got 5 rounds. Each round is a different style of question, and everyone's going to get 1 question per round for a total of 15 questions. All right, we got Ryan, Heather, and Doug from Enterprise Philly and Enterprise Sports to take over some sports-related questions. How you guys doing today?
Fantastic.
Pretty good. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Great. First round is current events. Ryan, big election in New Jersey. The Democrat Mickey Sherrill, is it Mickey or Mikey Sherrill?
Mikey.
Won the election. Is that a good thing or bad thing?
It's a bad thing.
Why?
I mean, here's the thing. I will say this. I think that this government race was always going to be Mikey. I had some possible thought that maybe, just maybe Jack, but I think the way everything's going in the political world, there's no way that Mikey wasn't winning New Jersey.
I gotcha.
You know what I mean? So I kind of just already, before it even got up, the final polls, I was like, she's going to be our governor.
Yes. So you ready for your current events question?
Yeah, sure.
You've been kidnapped by a sadistic nut job. Torture is imminent. Under which captor are you more screwed? An extreme lefty or an extreme righty?
So here's the thing. You sitting with an extreme lefty, you know that you're getting the verbal abuse. It's not going to stop. They're going to go down your throat, down your neck, down your, below the belt, but it's all going to be verbal. Extreme right, it's all going to be physical. I'm going with more screwed. I'm going to go with the extreme right.
Cool. Thank you, Ryan, for your current event warm-up question. Heather, taking it over to you.
Hello, my friend.
Crash Bandicoot is doing a series on Netflix, and I am both excited because I love Crash Bandicoot, but devastated that I am not part of the writing team. Which video game franchise would make a good TV series? What's coming to your mind off the bat?
Right off the bat, Zelda. I would just say that to me has, like, they did a Mario Brother, like they've done, and
I heard
then they
about that. I
got
was
the
just
Mario
wondering.
Land and everything. But I still think, it makes sense now. Zelda, I
What
think.
about like Assassin's Creed or something?
That'd be a good one.
That would be a
Yeah.
good one.
That'd be
That
good.
would be really
I know
good
they
one.
attempted a movie, but I think a series would be
A
great.
series,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then they did
MVP
Mortal
Baseball, the
Kombat.
movie.
Oh, that would be great.
All right. Thank you, Heather. Doug. Dodgers won the World Series yet again. A potential dynasty in the making, if not already there.
Yeah.
Yamamoto won MVP, but of course, Ohtani stole the show. Doug, is Shohei Ohtani already a top 15 all-time player?
Top 15?
Top 15.
Yeah. I think he's already a top 10 player. Top 5, I guess, you could say, but is it early and is it too early to say that? I'm not sure, but yeah, definitely top 15 for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, no doubt.
Great.
And I think Yamamoto, man, that dude's a beast. I mean, he was ready to play, I think, in game 5 too. I remember it warming up in the bullpen. I think for the 18th inning, he was already in the bullpen the night before.
Yeah.
And then gets that complete game, and then goes, hey, that dude's he's a beast. If you're a Phillies fan, I feel like either team, it was kind of a loss, right? Like the old Phillies fans that you might remember, '93 losing to the Blue Jays, and then the Dodgers you lose. Yeah, I don't know. I was rooting for the Blue Jays a little bit more too. I mean, and their manager was from Princeton, so he's a
Yeah,
guy.
it's crazy.
I
Yeah.
saw that,
Lawrenceville.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Thank you, Doug. So that was our warm-up questions. Going on to the next round, heads or tails. You'll be picking between 2 things. Could be a would you rather, classic this or that, what's better, what's worse, that kind of stuff. Cool.
Okay.
So we are going to start with Doug, coming right back to you.
Okay.
Over the last 5 years, which team deserves more blame for inability to win a championship? The Joel Embiid 76ers or the Bryce Harper Philadelphia Phillies?
Yeah, definitely the Philadelphia Phillies over the last 5 years, if that's where the question's going to be. Yeah, I think the Phillies have showed so much promise. The year that no one expected them to get to the World Series, they get there in 2022 and they lose that. But a wild card, a shoe-in, you barely get in, and then you just dominate that playoffs. And and they were up 2-1 in that series, so it's like you go in there and I feel like nobody expected, so that's okay. Then 23 they lose to the Diamondbacks, and that's like the worst World Series. I think Rangers Diamondbacks 23 was terrible. It was the least watched. But yeah, this Phillies team, especially this year, I thought this was the year. I really had that just feeling that this is it. This is that year. We got it. And then Zach Wheeler goes down, and I feel like the momentum just got died off. But definitely the team that deserves the most blame, I think, just blame in general, I think is the Phillies. I think the year the Sixers really should have capitalized and went to the finals was 2018. That year when Kawhi hit that buzzer beater, was bouncing up and around. That was the year I think the Sixers really. Everyone thought the Sixers were going to get to the finals and get it done. So if you're going to just say the last 5 years, definitely the Phillies.
Gotcha. Thank you, Doug. Doug, if you had to narrow down to one person, the reason that the Phillies haven't won it.
Bryce Harper.
Yeah.
He's the guy that has to take all that accountability, that responsibility. I think, he's the leader of the team. He didn't show up in the playoffs this year either, but I think the last couple of years too, he wasn't always the top guy. He wasn't the top. There was role players. I feel like these last few years for the Phillies, into the playoffs, into the regular season, Bryce didn't have an amazing year either, and now he's getting older. So I think he's really. Trey Turner too. JT wasn't hitting all year. I mean, there's a few players, but really, if you're going to just blame one player, Bryce Harper.
Gotcha. Cool. Great. Thank you. Heather, coming to you for your heads or tails question. Keep one, the other's work goes away forever. Ben Stiller and Will Ferrell.
It's tough.
Oh,
I mean, come on. On Will Ferrell's case, you got Elf, Anchorman, Step Brothers, that peak.
I know.
But then you think about Ben Stiller, Meet the Parents, phenomenal series. He's even in Happy Gilmore and Dodgeball. That'd be tough for me to go against.
Dodgeball was so good, but
great
also
Can we throw-
Along Came Polly.
That's a great movie.
Like with the basketball.
Yeah, I think this question is easy for me. I know. I think Will Ferrell stays for sure. I think he's a lot funnier. He's a lot more charismatic. I feel like in my opinion, if I'm picking between the two, Ben Stiller is amazing in Dodgeball. That's like one of my favorite movies. So
great.
But Ben Stiller really got into directing now. He directs Severance and everything. So he's really getting into
You like
all
Severance?
that. Yeah,
is he a good director though? He's a good
Yeah, it was real
Yeah, he
good.
directed Tropic Thunder.
Yeah.
Great movie.
He really got into that now. I just can't, it's so many. I'd have to say I got to keep Will.
You're going to keep Will, okay? You guys disagree? Anyone
Oh,
disagree?
I agree completely. You keep
I
Will
agree.
Ferrell.
Keep Will? Cool.
Yeah.
Ryan, going on to your heads or tails. Ryan, what's a better way to get arrested? Staging a fake school shooting is a practical joke? Hack into a government site and add $10,000 worth of debt to 25 highly unlucky individuals.
Highly unlucky. Unlucky.
Yes.
Like you get to choose anyone.
Okay. What's a better way to get arrested? That's an easy one. I would say hacking into a government site and add $10,000 worth of debt.
So you're going with the option where someone's actually getting hurt. No one's really getting hurt on staging a fake school shooting.
Who's getting hurt?
You're adding $10,000 worth of debt to 25 people.
That's their beat. I don't want to get involved with anything. I don't want to get involved with anything that's to do with anything involved in school shooting.
Moving on to the next round of question. This is I Spy. Heather, we're going to start with you. We got 3 people here. One of them survived the Titanic. One of them voiced Pinocchio. And the other was a serial sex offender and murderer. Which one's which? Let's start with the first guy right there. This seems like a nice looking fellow, maybe taking a school portrait or something like that.
No, he's the serial killer.
Okay. You think he's the serial killer? The
Yeah.
guy on the left?
Yeah.
Okay, how about the guy in the middle?
He. See, the dude on the right looks like Pinocchio, but I think you're trying to throw me off.
Am I?
So I want to say the dude in the middle voiced Pinocchio. The one on the right survived the Titanic.
Okay, anyone have any disagreements?
Yeah, I think the kid on the right voiced Pinocchio.
Okay.
I don't know if you're.
So you think the far right voiced Pinocchio?
Me? Yeah.
Okay.
I believe that. I can see it. Yeah.
But I feel like that's throwing us off, dressed like that. That's why.
Yeah, and I think the guy in the middle definitely was a Titanic survivor.
Interesting. And you think the guy on the far left was the serial?
Yeah.
I'll flip the lid entirely.
Okay.
You want that kid.
Voiced Pinocchio on the left. Survived the Titanic on the right, and the serial killer is in the middle.
Okay. You guys ready for the verdict?
Yes.
Guy on the left survived the Titanic.
Oh.
Guy on the far right
Was the serial killer.
voiced Pinocchio.
Oh, God.
And that guy went to jail for raping and killing a bunch of people.
Oh, good.
Okay, cool. Good to
That's
know.
pretty straightforward.
Great. Very straightforward. All right. Next, going over to Ryan.
See, that was too obvious.
Which one is an album cover?
The middle one looks like a level on like Call of Duty.
Okay.
So it's like Nuketown or something.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. The right looks like a movie. I'm gonna go with the left.
So you're going to go with the left, the stop sign, and the...
Yep.
There you go.
Ryan, the correct album cover is Richard D. James' album by Aphex Twin. I did not hear about this. I had to Google it. And it's weird, twitchy, electronic beats mixed with really strange and creepy lullabies. It's experimental in an alien kind of way, and I highly do not recommend it.
Guy's staring at me.
That
way
sounds
too
about
much.
right.
Yeah, he's like looking right into my soul.
Yeah.
Okay. Doug, you ready for your I Spy question? Now, there's no right or wrong answer for yours. More of an opinion-based question.
Oh, okay.
Which of the three was likely the biggest pain in the butt for a middle school teacher? Specifically middle school.
Well, one you can't
yeah.
understand.
We got Mike Tyson, Jose Canseco, and T.O.
One had a terrible lisp, so that went hard.
Yeah, I mean, that's got to be hard, right? I think Jose Canseco's a nut, but I feel like I don't know if he was always a nut. I think, I remember
The
10 years
juice.
ago, the Twitter messages, he was giving his phone number out. He was talking like he had CTE. T.O., I think T.O. for sure was definitely the biggest pain in the butt for a middle school teacher. No doubt. You could just tell he's a character, and I feel like that's something you develop in childhood, and you keep that mantra for your life, right? Unless you really work on some type of skills. But I think he was just once you're crazy as a kid, I feel like you take that into your adulthood. So I don't see any of those other guys. I feel like Jose Canseco became a nut when he started doing steroids and playing baseball and really becoming famous. Mike Tyson, I don't know, I feel like he too kind of developed a character as he got more popular and a better boxer. He needed to up his, he needed to be in the limelight. So I feel like,
right.
I don't know necessarily if he was as a kid, with obviously no fame.
Well, Mike Tyson was also a baby. He was 18 when he was fighting, so
Right,
he
right,
had that
right.
personality early.
I don't know. I think T.O. though, but he just he just has that personality. He just seems like just crazy.
I agree.
Probably his whole life.
Yeah, but being a teacher, that's the kid I love. I want the T.O. Like Jose Canseco just looked like he'd be a bratty bitch. And
okay, I could see that.
yeah,
I could
and
definitely
I'd be
see
like,
that.
Stop whining and crying. And Mike Tyson just would probably be doing this in the corner the whole time.
Oh, I'm sure.
But
yeah,
T.O., I want his personality because he's fun.
Exactly. I could see Mike Tyson be more quiet, but
just
always
in
like
the
he's
corner,
ready.
not
He's in the
talking
zone.
to anyone.
In the
He's
zone,
in the
he's
zone
worried
because he
about
can't
himself.
get in a fight anyway because his hands are lethal.
Yeah.
And Jose Canseco, he just looks like a whiny bitch.
Heather, I'm going to come to you because you're an actual teacher. Which of the three, if you had to give an impromptu essay, would get the best grade?
T.O.
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree.
I think he's really good at telling stories, so he'd be real good at writing
Interesting.
an essay.
Okay, great. Next round, this is
7.
Heather's specialty,
God, 6,
the
7.
rank 'em question. So the
here
rank
we
'em
go.
question, you're going to get three things. You're going to have to rank them in order, best to worst, most to least, whatever fits, okay?
Dang it.
Heather, we're coming over to you to start. Rank them if you'd be least surprised to most surprised
Oh, God.
if these individuals came out as gay. We got Sylvester Stallone, Hank Hill, and Peyton Manning. So you're going, who are you least surprised if you found out they were gay?
So I love Stallone because I watch his show. I love Tulsa King, and I watch like his
Great show.
show.
Highly
It's
recommend.
So good. That and Laying Man, amazing. But I've seen him with his kids, and he's very laid back, but he's still very macho. So Peyton Manning, to me, I'd be least surprised. I think that he's gay. He's just wholesome, like milk bread, and I feel like he would be that. Hank Hill is definitely least because it's Hank.
So you'd be least surprised.
I'd be most surprised.
You'd be most surprised, Frank.
Yeah.
Damn it, Bobby, I got a propane cap up my ass.
Like Hank is like the man's man. You know, he's standing outside drinking his beers with his buddies.
Whacking off of my tool shed.
Yeah, so I'd say him. I would be the most surprised, Peyton the least, and put Stallone in the middle of those
I love
two.
King of the Hill or Hank Hill.
Yeah.
Great show. Did you guys see the new revival yet?
Yes.
King of the Hill?
Yes.
Ryan, what is the most likely scenario to happen in 2030? Donald Trump is still president. As we know, his term ends in 2028. Shohei Ohtani, we're mentioning him again, gets caught gambling and banned from baseball a la Pete Rose. Or Taylor Swift is married to someone not named Travis Kelce.
Least likely to happen the most.
Rank them least to most. So what is least likely to happen out of those three?
Love Trump. That's least likely to happen.
Okay.
As far as Ohtani and Taylor Swift, I think It's a tough one, actually. It's kind of a toss-up, but, given Taylor Swift's track record, I don't care how much, spotlight her album, dedicated to Travis and all. I think that Ohtani getting caught gambling and banned would be middle, and then Taylor Swift would be the most likely.
Yeah,
That's the most likely.
I agree completely. I think Taylor Swift, you never know with her. I feel
No,
like.
she
Even
can
with
flip
Travis
like a
Kelce,
switch.
even though it's more of a limelight because they're both super, in the
He
limelight.
retires. You don't know what happens after that.
Yeah. It's like I
He's
feel like
busy right now, so it should.
Yeah, and there's always news. You want it, Taylor Swift needs to be on top of the I guess like the highlight reels and everything, so that you could always see her switch it up and doing something like that. Yeah,
And no matter what, the MLB is going to protect the best player since Babe Ruth.
this is true.
For sure.
Yeah, that's definitely, yes, I could see that.
What's that, Paul
Just
Skeens
like
and
they
Livy Dunn?
had Jordan leave to
What's
go
that, Paul
play
Skeens and Livy
baseball.
Dunn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Doug, going back to the Phillies for you.
Okay.
Rank them least to most. Who do they need the least? And then going up to the most.
I think the least. I think right now,
It's tough.
Kyle Schwarber.
Yeah.
The possible MVP.
The JT second and Ranger Suarez, I think they need the most.
Yep.
Okay.
I think back he's amazing, and the fact that what's his name's getting Christopher Sanchez is getting better. Zach Wheeler may come back, we'll see. But I think if Zach Wheeler doesn't come back, you still need Ranger Suarez to dominate again. And if they want to make a run this year, I think we kind of put our hopes down a little bit. So Kyle Schwarber just is inconsistent. He was great. He could have been an MVP, but just it was inconsistent throughout the season of just hitting.
And the batting average is a little bit of a concern.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's the biggest concern. That's why I put at least. I'd love to have him back, but yeah, that's the middle. And I think JT sit kind of right in the middle there. He
I
was
might
great, but
switch JT and Ranger. JT's real important.
He's
That's
so
the
good
thing.
with the pitching staff.
Oh,
He's
he is.
really,
Yeah. And there's no one. There's no next in line. There's no heir apparent.
That's why our
he's good at throwing people off second too. I mean, stealing.
and Chooch was the reason why our 08 was so good.
Why? Yeah. Why is it? Yeah.
But you know what though, like you made a point. I think that's the most underrated factor is that you don't realize how much the catching aspect for the pitcher plays until you don't have that catcher.
And a catcher's every game. Your
Right.
pitcher.
But you need good pitchers. You need good talent.
Good
to
pitcher to
have
mix
it.
with the two. I love Ranger. I'm just saying that
Yeah.
collectively, you look at the entire
I
group
agree.
of pitching.
Yeah.
JT's
I
a
need
big reason
JT.
why.
Yeah.
I need JT.
But I'm with you. Like that's a tough three.
But I
Yeah,
love
it
Ranger.
really is. Yeah, it's good. It's a good
I
three to
agree with
pick.
Schwarber.
Schwarber, you
Yeah.
can find another bat. You can find a DH. That's not going to be an issue.
Right.
Cool. I cannot believe we're already at the final round.
Really?
We are going to play a game of Hall of Fame, Hall of Very Good, or Bust. You all know the rules here. There's going to be someone on the screen, and in their respective category, you're going to decide whether that thing is Hall of Fame, Hall of Very Good worthy, or Bust, meaning neither, okay? Doug, we're starting with you in football. A.J. Brown, currently on our Birds. Go Birds.
Go Birds.
Go Birds.
See a Hall of Famer? Would you put him in the Hall of Very Good or neither?
I'm not a big Eagles fan. I obviously I know enough about AJ Brown. I'm a big college football fan, but I think here, I don't know if I'll give you the best answer, but he's got to be. I feel like Hall of Very Good, at least of what I've seen in his talent level. I don't know if he's Hall of Fame yet, but I also feel like I don't know enough about him when he was on the Titans. I know enough about him on the Eagles of how good he can be when he's really used and can make himself. But at the same time, he's like a kind of a TO. He's kind of like a maybe one of those drama queens or I don't know. But I think his talent speaks for itself. I think he's really good and I don't know. I think I would say Hall of Very Good, but I don't have full confidence in that answer. I don't know. He's definitely very good and he definitely helps the Eagles win.
Anyone think he's going to fall off and become a bust?
No,
No.
all good
See, I wouldn't go
wide
that far.
receivers are all divas. Think about all
divas,
of them.
that's what
they're
we're
all
looking
divas.
for. That's
They're
what
all
we're-
divas.
yeah.
And if you're not a diva, you're not that good.
Right. Yeah.
Here you
He's
go.
going to be in play to be traded after the season, during or before the draft.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
then that'll dictate if he's Hall of Fame or not.
Okay.
But you hear his name every other day about
Yeah.
trade talk, so it's.
Oh no, we're not trading them
Yeah, we're not
No,
trading.
I know,
him,
but you see, you hear it like every other day.
because they have nothing better to talk about.
Right.
That's Philly media in a nutshell.
They just try to the sports talk radio. They try to get you out of the city.
They really do.
They do.
And Philly plays better when they're under scrutiny.
We-
So-called
100%.
problems in the
That's
clubhouse.
That's
Yeah.
the best part about Philly.
Chip on our shoulders. We always will play better.
Heather, coming over to you. In
Scary.
actors, Mark Wahlberg, Hall of Famer, Hall of Very Gooder, or Buster? This is tough.
Italian Job was so good.
Boogie Nights, The
Boogie
Departed,
Nights,
2 Academy Award
The
nominations,
Daddy's
Departed
Home.
was Daddy's Home. The
Invincible.
Departed was so good.
and he was great in that.
He
Invincible
was-
too.
Oh God,
Invincible, great
He
movie.
was great as Papali.
Yep.
I'd have to say Hall of Fame because if you talk about like movies that we enjoy, I'm not talking about The Fringe, like The Pianist and all that won awards and stuff, just on the mere fact of good movies that everyone has seen. It's kind of like the Michelin star. You'll go to that restaurant and be like, I know everyone loves it, but you need a burger after. I feel like him.
And you go to Wahlburgers.
Wahlburgers.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah. You go to
I
A6.
feel-
She put me in the Hall of Fame. Let's go to Wahlburgers.
I feel like Hall of Fame
Ted.
for people that are not looking for, oh, you did Casablanca.
Wait, did we say Ted too?
Really funny too. The other guys we're thinking of.
What's
too.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
the other guy.
Great
that
one.
Literally
was
my
so
fantasy
good.
football.
I'm a peacock.
Yeah,
I
there
can
you go.
fly. Oh yeah, I'm putting him in Hall of Fame. I think his movies are great, and I'm not saying he's winning Oscars for them, but as a regular person that watches movies, I appreciate him.
Great. All right, and finishing off with our Hall of Fame, Hall of Very Good, and bust question, Ryan, in office equipment, the Mousepad. Hall of Fame, Hall of Very Good, or bust?
Come on, man. That's Hall of Fame.
Hall
you
of
can't-
Fame?
You cannot use your mouse without a mouse pad.
I asked my wife, Amalia, what would be she said Hall of Very Good. And I asked her, what would be an example of a Hall of Fame piece of office equipment? And she said a printer.
Printer is what makes it to the Super Bowl and always loses. Like,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
get it, it's always good until you really, really need it.
Exactly. That's a
Yes,
great.
yes.
That is a
Oh my
great
God,
analogy.
that is so
It's the
true. Or
Yeah.
like a copy
Mouse
machine.
pad?
Yeah.
You
It's
never
the
have.
Bills.
It's not electronic. It works all the time.
It does.
That's
What do you
Right.
think would be an example of a Hall of Very Good piece of office equipment?
Hall of Very Good.
What's not quite a Hall of Fame?
Phone.
You don't really need it.
Like my phone, I don't want to answer.
Like specifically
Yeah.
your work phone.
Yeah, like
Okay.
my
Hall of
work
Very Good.
phone.
You know what? The Wi-Fi.
Gotcha.
Yeah, sometimes.
Oh,
it's
there you go.
also-
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, that's a good one.
Sucks.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're
I'm trying to
right.
think, yeah. I don't-
But you're right about
So
the
it's like
mouse
equipment,
pad.
but-
It's never let you down.
Never let you down.
No,
Gotcha.
it's always there.
So that concludes our 15 questions. We are going to end on one final prompt for all of you guys.
Oh,
Okay.
gosh.
Which of these 3 early 2000s powerhouses is the most overrated? Are we going Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, or Star Wars?
I think Lord of the Rings is most overrated. I think Harry Potter is just an amazing film series. I think I actually just recently watched the last 2 movies. I never saw them. I saw all of the other ones except for the last 2, the Deathly Hallows 1 and 2. And
Yeah.
I was like, these are amazing. These last 2 films.
The
actually-
first part of the Deathly Hallows is a little
sad,
bit flawed,
too.
but
It was
the
a little
second
sad.
one's
I was
great.
a little sad at the end when that little goblin.
Yeah.
died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dobby.
So, Dobby. Yeah, they had to bury him.
So Doug, you're going Lord of the Rings.
Still-
I could see why people like them, but
Yeah.
ADD over here, I had enough
Same.
Ritalin in me to kill a bull
I
moose.
know what you do. I was the same way. I'm right there with you, dude.
You love.
Also, I never watched Star Wars. I only watched one episode.
What?
So I only watched episode 3. It was like Revenge of the Sith or
Yeah,
something.
what's the one?
You can just skip 7, 8, 9.
Yeah,
Set
I
it up
didn't
so
even
well.
watch them because I won't because I don't want it to ruin.
You watched the originals?
The only 3 movies that I can think of that ruined the original are The Last Jedi, The
Yes.
Rise of Skywalker, and Dumb and Dumber 2. That ruined the first one for me.
Yeah,
So
ruined
bad.
it, You're right.
So bad. I even like the one where they made the prequel like 20 years
Yeah,
ago,
yeah,
where they were like younger in high school.
That
Was that the one with
different
the, was that the
people.
one with the chocolate and in the bathroom? Was it second?
Yeah, and Bob Saget's like, it's shit!
Bob
He's
Saget-
shit everywhere! He's shit
Yeah,
everywhere!
that was
Yeah.
the best, yeah.
That was funny
Bob
to me.
Saget
But
was
those
the
classics.
second one where they brought Jeff Daniels and Jim Carrey,
terrible.
terrible.
Yeah, I didn't think that was that good. I saw that one too.
That was bad.
I was
That was bad.
hyped for it because I thought
Yeah.
it had a lot of good marketing around it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Can we talk about Spaceballs too? Speaking of Star Wars.
Oh, I'm
That-
so
that counts.
excited.
The new Spaceballs,
I'm
there you
tempered, but I'm excited.
Mel Brooks is 190
He's 100
years old and
Right.
he's gonna do it, and I
Yeah.
love it.
You know, speaking of someone that's old, what about William Shatner? The guy's like 96 and still looks like he's 70.
He really does.
He
went
talks
back in
too. He
ti-
talks good,
did
too.
something
Yeah.
back
It's like
in
Benjamin
time.
Button or something.
He
Yeah.
definitely did.